guys, welcome back to another episode of All About You. In today's video, we are actually not going to be doing anything about gaming. Normally I am discussing deck profiles and ideas and tournament events, but it's been a while since I've done a relationship video, and a lot of you guys have sent me messages of just asking when am I going to do some more content on that. And as we all know, we have real lives. It's not always about card games or games in general. You know, there's a lot of other things that make up who we are. And one of the most important things are relationships. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to be talking about finding your soul mate. Okay? Now, in this topic, I'm going to just break down some logic when it comes to this type of discussion, because I noticed that a lot of women and some men, you guys are included, where you'll say, oh, I found the one girl, or you'll be the girl and you're like, oh, I found the one man, the right man for me. Okay, so this stems from a lot of attraction, and it also stems from love at first sight. And this is an affectionate stage where there's just a lot going on. You meet a person, they seem so interesting, so much fun, and they almost have no flaws when you meet them for the first time. And even if they do, it's like you disregard them. You don't even see those flaws within themselves. And we come to a point where it's almost all about the infatuation, okay? When people are infatuated, it's hard for them to see things clearly, including myself. I've been there. You know, I've been with someone at one point in time for a couple of years, and I felt like I had a strong connection with that person, but I may have thought I was connected, but that wasn't what really was going on. Because from my perspective, things were entirely different from that other person's perspective, or may I say her perspective. So what goes on in relationships is people tend to enjoy themselves. They stay in the relationship because it's so much fun, exciting, so many new things to do with a different person. Essentially, that is new for them. But as time passes, things are not as good as they were. That person that you thought was so perfect isn't so perfect anymore. And I wonder why. And this question is asked in multiple occasions by many different people. And it's because the infatuation wore off. You already see this person on a daily or weekly basis. Things are not as they used to be. You're not anticipating when to see them anymore. You are already used to the sex, possibly. And even if sex is good, that may not be the only thing driving you anymore. You might have something else that you may need to be driven by, and sex is not doing it. So with that being said, it's very good to understand that there is no such thing as a soulmate. What I like to say, there is something as a workmate. And what I mean by that is that you will be putting all the work and effort in order to maintain that relationship. Relationship, guys, actually takes work. And I know, Sai, it sounds like, you actually have to put effort. A lot of you ladies, I know you enjoy being like the talk of the town. You love attention from multiple guys. And when you find the right guy, he's showering you with all this love and affection, or this attention, or he's just giving you this type of spice that you've been looking for. But sadly, it wears off. And just because that part of the relationship may wear off, it doesn't mean that you go out and pick another man from the field. It doesn't mean that you start entertaining other men. Same thing for you guys. You were with a woman for X amount of time. It doesn't mean that you go and just grab another girl. Try to work on your relationship, people. This is one of the topics that I've been meaning to discuss. And there is no such thing as a soulmate, guys and girls. No such thing. What there is are people on this planet, women and men, that you may interact and encounter in your lifetime. And these people will have interesting backgrounds. They will have things that you love and like about them. But that doesn't mean that they're the perfect fit for you. You can be with any person on this planet. Man or woman, you can be with anyone. As you put time and effort with them. Some more than others. Some you might be able to connect a little quicker or easier. You might feel like a better, easier fit. But that doesn't mean that they're perfect for you, that they're your soulmate. It just means that you guys have a lot in common, and those common grounds is what makes it a little bit easier to wiggle in there, you know? So when you are having problems in your relationship and you're having tough times, just remember that it takes work and effort, because there is no such thing as a person perfect for you. You, on the other hand, can make sure that you are well equipped for that relationship, and you make sure that you put enough attention and care to that relationship. And if it's too stressful and it's too crazy and chaotic, or if the person is always hurting you and doesn't make any room for adjustment or improvement to make sure that you both can be satisfied in that relationship, then you can let it go. It's about that time to let it go. But you shouldn't just walk away from every relationship, or you will never be satisfied. You will never be able to hold on to a relationship with that man or that woman if all you're gonna do is walk away when there's trouble because you don't want to work at it. Or vice versa, if the other individual doesn't want to work at it, you may have to leave at that point. You know, this video is just to show you guys that, at least from my perspective and experiences around the world, a lot of people believe that there are soulmates. That's not the case. And the best thing you can do is give it your time, effort, you know, nurture that relationship. And if nothing positive is coming from it, then walk away, because that's when it's time to find a new partner, or just time to take it for yourself and forget men or forget women. You know, just, you know, enjoy yourself, enjoy life. This channel, it's about building your relationship, becoming happier, doing things that you really love, like hobbies. That's why I have this channel. Part of it is mainly dedicated to card games, specifically Naruto and Dragon Ball Super. Those are the card games that I resonate with. But there will be many other card games on the channel, and I am going to be back on doing these type of videos. Again, I'm very sorry that the quality isn't as good as normal, you know, my videos are normally, because again, you know, my camera went missing, and now I'm forced to utilize my phone, or I won't be able to put up any more videos for you guys. And I really want to. I have a passion for doing videos, and especially when you guys are telling me, hey Anthony, we haven't seen a relationship video in a long time. And some of you have been inspired or helped. I was able to reach out to you and help you with your relationships. A lot of us are going through tough times, and you know, we all need a helping hand at one point or another. And you know, relationships can be tricky, and without being able to put enough time and dedication to it, they're gonna fall apart eventually. You won't ever find the perfect fit for you, but you can find someone that you can be good friends with, maybe best friends, and that's pretty important, especially when you can see that person anytime you would like, and they're always there for you. You can give them a call and be like, hey, you know, I miss you, I want to see you, and they're there. They're not hiding or running away from you or doing mischievous things. You know, it's so important when you could just say, hey, I just want to see you and spend time with you, and go to the movies or go to a place that you guys like to be around with one another, you know, share activities together, have that best friend or that good friend that you also get the perks of having sex, having fun with them. Those are nice times. It's just that you have to understand that no one's perfect. No one's gonna just become this idea that you have where they're gonna do and act and just have all these things that you're like, yeah. If you really care for that person, if you really love that person, make sure you take that time and effort to work on it. And after you know you tried, whether you have to go through counseling, whether you have to have a lot of sit downs, whether you have to take off from work or maybe take off from other activities that you normally do just to work on it. Make sure you put that time and effort. This is your future. That's very important. A lot of people, they'll say, oh, you know, this relationship is too stressful, I don't want to work on it, but they claim to love the individual, and then all of a sudden it breaks apart, or they break it off, or the other person breaks up with them, and then they wonder, why didn't it work? Could we have been happy together? You could have been happy with anyone. You just needed to put that time and effort in order to have a successful relationship. But again, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Please give it a like, thumbs up, you know, make sure you comment in the section below, and most importantly, subscribe and share my content. I will greatly appreciate it, since it does help the channel grow and it helps give an insight for other people. You know, this is life. We got to make the most of it, guys. And sometimes you will encounter some very special people that they made you happy, they made you cry out of joy, people that you felt this intense passion and desire with. You shouldn't let them go, because sometimes that's one in a lifetime, and all you had to do was put in the effort just to make use of that relationship. But as always, this channel is all about you.